Hello, everyone. Welcome, Wayward Gamers to the Emporium. I am Jay, also known as Neo53 on some of the socials. But enough about me, but welcome to our Aliens Series 1, The Ship, 4-part series of Until Sunrise Arrives. And thank you so much for being here. We are excited for our second episode. Our first episode was a prelude, kind of with our wonderful cats. So hopefully you enjoyed that aspect of the episodes. And now we're gonna get kind of today is getting into the meat of the episodes of what's happening. Something bad might be happening, and you know what? They're gonna have to deal with it on the ship. And it's just how alien life goes. Again, thank you so much for being here. As you notice, Julia, our wonderful engineer, is currently on her way. So she will be joining us shortly. But until then, we are going to be working into the story, and she's going to be joining us in the story. Everything we've got her, she's working on some stuff, or Julia gave me the information of what she wanted, so we're all good. So with that being said, Ryan, welcome. How are you doing, sir? And who are you playing?
Well, I'm doing very well. I'm glad to be here. I'm playing DT, the ship's loadmaster, and I believe the only one of us who is forklift certified.
That is very true, and it's going to be very interesting if that comes into play at all today, because that it might. Who knows? Who knows? Only the GM does. But anyways, thank you for being here, Jeff. Welcome, and who are you playing?
Hey, thanks. I am Jeff, and I'm playing Tristan Roth, and he's our ship's pilot. He's a pretty chill, laid-back dude, so this is going to be interesting to see him terrified.
I'm looking forward to it as well. So thank you, Jeff. Vixie Bell, welcome. So glad you are here. Who are you and who are you playing?
Thank you for having me. Hey, everybody. My name is Vixie Bell, and I'm your friendly neighborhood player here at the Emporium for the Wayward Gamer. So excited to be here. I will be playing Galatea, the only resident non-humanoid non-human on this team. I am humanoid in nature. I'm playing a synth scientist at that, which is not a musical reference at all. Although it might sound like it. But yeah, she's curious and enjoys a multitude of different sciences. So yeah, I'm excited to see how she reacts to all this.
There's a little chaos that might be starting, so she'll do fine. Fine.
Be great.
Thank you for being here. Welcome, Kylie. So happy you to be here playing the captain, and I spoiled that one, but who are you and who
That's
are you
okay.
playing?
I am playing the cool, calm, and collected Elizabeth. You can, for short, Beth Clark, captain of our ship here. And I'm Kylie Rose, excited to be jumping in. To get to be a player is so much fun. So thanks for having me, Jay. I always love the opportunity to get to be in this seat once in a while. So thank you for GMing and for allowing this opportunity, and pumped to play Alien because it is an all-time favorite of mine. So excited to be here.
I am so glad you are here too. And I am so glad to have these wonderful and talented players around this virtual table. I am excited to dive into this. So let us. And with that, you suddenly, on the camera pans as words on the movie screen starts to go, as the ship, and what is the ship's name again, crew?
The Catamaran.
The Catamaran. No relation or created because you all had cats in your thing. No, not related at all. But this model CG-88G Bison commercial freighter, the Catamaran, suddenly you see the camera look at the ship as it approaches the ship, slowly looking through the ship into the quiet cockpit and bridge on it as it pans through several doors and hallways. Everything seems calm and routine as it continues through to the cryo sleep chamber, where it pans over all of these wonderful sleeping crew members and their cats with them. Then you see the camera move off and out of the ship and shows the catamaran passing by this large planet with an asteroid belt around it. And as it's passing relatively close to the asteroid belt, not too close, but close enough, the camera moves to an interior of the asteroid belt as it kind of goes, and you see suddenly a fast-moving asteroid colliding with another. Rocks explode into pieces and are sent in all different directions. But the camera is following one particular piece as it's flying, smashing into another asteroid, breaking apart and sending smaller pieces in all the directions. The camera's panning one small piece as it speeds out of the asteroid field, moving closer and closer. And then all of a sudden you see it pierce the rear bottom section of the catamaran. Hitting part of the hull from the bottom, air begins to escape as the alarms start going off. Crates move and collapse as they get sucked into the breach. In the cargo bay, there was this particularly red-green crate. Surprisingly, it had cat toys in front of it and a whole bunch of water around it, as if a frozen cryo device that kept it cold malfunctioned and was no longer, it melted, slightly dented as part of that crate, just as it gets sucked towards the breach that happened not too far away. As several other things the emergency lights start going as the water kind of flies in. The sounds of fast moving feet on metal can be heard before the emergency doors shut in this particular area, containing the hull breach in this particular part of the cargo bay. There's another larger part of the cargo bay, but this section was closed off. As the alarms start going off and you hear Mother, hull breach, hull breach, hull breach, navigational system offline, hull breach. And then the camera pans back to the cryo chambers as they slowly open up, as the alarms and flashing emergency lights are flashing, as your cryos beds open up, and crew members, you start to get groggy. You become conscious, slightly groggy, but you hear the emergency lights, and you were pumped full of a stimulant to reduce the grogginess level. What would you like to do, crew, as you suddenly your cryos open up and there is a lot of emergency bells and whistles going on?
I think Elizabeth is going to get immediately out as we see she picks up Nova, placing Nova on the ground, them sticking right next to her as she kind of looks at the rest of the crew. And she would say, I think it takes her a moment to kind of gather her thoughts, but I think she would look at everyone and say, I think I'm going to head to the command station and at least kind of get a general beat, and then I'll work through the comms to let you all know exactly what's going on here. If anyone wants to come with me, feel free. Sounds like we have a hull breach.
I'm gonna go to the helm.
All right.
I'm not sure how much use I'll be, but I can come help. She is cradling her cat. She's cradling Newton in her arms. She does not want to put Newton down at the moment while there's emergencies happening. So
It appears Newton is not happy being held right
No,
now.
Newton is very much like, set me free.
As some of
must
the
be
other
free.
cats run and that. What's DJ doing? And you do notice that Everly's cryo is already open. And it appears it's been open for a little while now.
Okay.
Captain, I'll go check the load.
Should we split the... Should you really go by yourself?
I mean, ship should have automatically sealed any hull breaches, so lest we get another one, it should be all right.
I think Galatea looks at Beth.
I think as you say, going alone, I think she would look back at Tia and say, maybe we keep groups together right now. If you want to head with DT, and then I'll head with Tristan, and we can head to the command station, get eyes on it, and keep in touch with y'all. But I think we should at least stick together, at least in pairs, buddy system, as
Right.
always.
She
You're the
puts
captain.
Newton... Copy that. She puts Newton down and says, Newton, go with Beth this time. Be safe.
Meow.
Yeah.
And as some of the other cats are kind of looking at you, they're kind of freaking out a little bit, and they just kind of have a communication, and they kind of run all through the ship. You're pretty much sure they're going to be going up to the command center, because that's kind of what their location is that they want to do. And with that, I'm going to switch over to a ship map as we get a little give a little audience of what the ship looks like. So as you can see, in Cryo 1 is where you are. And up here in the top area over here is where your command center, command location, pilots, secondary life systems, all the sensors and things of that nature are there. You have a few different stairwells that will get you down to the cargo bay. There's the main stairwell here, as well as an air shaft here. This particular stairwell goes up, not necessarily down.
Okay.
And then you have your living quarters. There's a med bay, a meeting room, an armory over here, as you can kind of see. So,
Okay.
we just realized that the one thing we're having a little issue with, but we're gonna fix that, is that the
We need to move our tokens.
you need to move your tokens. But I want to double check. Okay, so I am so talk amongst yourselves as you're deciding a little bit more, because you're kind of groggy, while I do some editing.
Okay. I think Beth would take out a few pieces of. She has like some stuff tucked near her cryopod, some little snacks for all the cats, just to make sure that something just to give them to hopefully calm them down. So she starts giving that and tosses a few on the ground, just to kind of maybe hopefully settle them out a little bit. But she looks at everyone, and she would say, if anyone has any equipment here in the room, probably take it and bring it with you. That way, we're, not having to do any kind of backtracking. Any questions for me from anyone as we kind of as we're going to about to disperse out here? We also need to find where Everly is, too.
Right.
Hope she's okay.
Does Mother know where she is?
Good point. And I
If
think
Mother is functioning anyway.
Yeah. Mother, can you hear us all right? Are you functioning?
Yes, Captain, but I am online. There are several issues with the ship. Hull breach is currently being contained. Oxygen levels are down 13%. Navigational systems are offline.
Okay. Ooh.
That's... She reaches behind, like, sort of next to her Ned pod and pulls out a little pack. And she, like, it's called a safari pack in her
Oh, heck
supplies.
yeah.
It's got like a med kit, and some food rations and things in it. And she's like, look, you never know if we have to, get out for an emergency. And she just sort of puts her hands up, like, you know,
Mhm. Mhm, mhm.
um, and puts that on. And
Uh,
yeah.
Tristan
I
is
think
putting on his compression suit.
good call. Good call. I think Beth goes over and just kind of opens up a couple of the cabinets and like throws on, quickly throws on a shirt, kind of getting out of like her main, just kind of going down to like her waist and throwing another kind of a new fresh shirt on top of it. Kind of turns around. GM,
Yes.
do we have is some of our like our equipment like our like with our like if we have like a weapon or anything, would it be in the cryo lab that we could grab like out of a locker essentially, or would that all be in the armory
I would.
in this moment?
I think in like a small weapon, most I think would be in the armory. I think,
Okay.
unless you have a
Okay.
particular reason for it to be in the cryo, but I guess
No.
I'm gonna leave that up to you.
Nah. I don't think I think she's more responsible than that, so I think it would be in the armory.
Okay.
Um but yeah, I was just curious more like she would probably just have that with her if she needed it. Okay.
Beth getting dressed reminds Taya that she should also put on clothes. Because, like, not that she's naked, but she's in like the
Yeah.
cryo suit,
Mm-hmm.
right, to go into. So she like, now my question is, do we have lockers and things with personal items of that nature so
Yes.
that we can actually change into like real clothes?
Oh yeah. Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay. So she would go to the locker and like kind of quickly get into like properly dressed, more properly dressed, and then put her pack on. So.
Did you actually ask Mother about Everly? Because I knew you mentioned it, but then you didn't actually say it. So I was just gonna double check with you.
I think we had just mentioned we were curious where she was. We didn't directly ask
Okay.
Mother, so I think Beth absolutely after Tia brought that up, I would definitely say that she would say, Mother, can you give us a rough idea, or could you tell us not a rough idea? What am I saying? You can tell us where she is exactly. Mother, can you tell us where Everly is right now, just so we have a general location for when we need to.
Everly is in the cargo bay. She was dispatched to begin repairs.
Okay. All right. Cargo bay. Okay. Awesome. All right. I think at that point, Beth would probably look to everyone and start would start moving. I think she'd look at Tristan and say, "All right, meet you maybe back at the once you secure the area, we can probably rendezvous at the comm stations together once we get
Um,
everything secured."
Yeah, I'm gonna hit my quarters. Quick. Be right
Okay.
there.
Of course, of course.
Now, because of the emergencies going around, everyone's stress level is at 1.
Okay. Okay. Stress.
So your stress level did go up by 1.
Okay.
Everyone?
Yes, everyone's. Yeah, because everything's you're waking up, emergencies are going, you're like, whoa, what's going on? Stress. You're kind of
Mhm.
getting a little bit of that adrenaline going. So
Awesome.
all right. So as the group splits up a little bit,
Mhm.
we're gonna
Question
go.
for the GM.
Yes.
Sorry,
No,
before we
please.
split up. Do we have like personal comms or some
Yes.
way with which to communicate with each
Yep.
other when we split up? Okay.
And then
That was what I was trying to verify.
so there is comms within the ship that you could talk and then communicate. They can go down if something
Mhm.
bad happens, but at this moment, no, they are working.
Okay, so we don't have personal comms on us, like we don't have like a headpiece or something that we
If
wear.
you want, by all means, you
Okay.
can. So if it would be, if you think your character would have something like that, you can have them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think that she would actually. I'll probably stick to the manual comms because it's not her area of expertise.
And there are locations within the ship that you can, if you don't want, you could actually touch a button and communicate. Otherwise, it's just voice will automatically pick up.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right.
You know, I might have one. I'm Comtech 3.
Oh.
I might have one.
You might. Yeah.
I think I do.
As you're
Yeah.
making your way through, Captain and Pilot, as you're making your way, you're going down the aisles, making your way. There's a occasional jostle as you're going. Again, a few things are like out of order, like moves, as if the ship like did a hard movements of some sort. But through that particular situation and things of that nature, everything seems to be relatively intact where you are. There's no issue. And as you make your way, you get to the bridge, and their systems are going off. The lights are going. Emergency lights are kind of going. And yeah, what would the two of you would like to do first?
I think Beth would go up to the command station
Mm-hmm.
and just try and get a beat on ways to best help Tia and DT.
Okay.
In this moment, so to be able to relay that information back to them.
Right.
So
yeah. I'm not going to make you make a comms roll or a comtech roll, because all the system is there, and based off of what you're seeing and what you're, like I said, there's a hull breach. Navigation systems are offline, and the system's indicating you are off course.
Okay.
From your normal stuff because of whatever happened. You are off course.
Okay.
And the hull breach seems to have been contained.
Okay.
And that there are some system malfunctions that are growing but not critical. So they're like some small. So if I actually have, the ship has a character sheet.
Oh, that's really cool.
And
that's super cool.
It's in your top, and it basically right now there's a hull breach, oxygen loss, and navigation systems. And you've lost 1 point of hull, and you have 2 damage. So there's 2 points of damage to your ship based off of what's going on. And you're pretty sure that the hull breach and oxygen loss moved the ship off course. And based off of the information, there was a little bit of internal structure compromised based off of the indicate. Some of the other indications is that the computer indicates that there was an impact. Right before the hull breach, there was an unknown impact from an outside source.
Tristan's going to sit down at the helm and do what he can to try and get back on course.
And as you're looking, you realize that as you're kind of sitting there, you're realizing as you're punching in your systems, you find out that this hull breach happened 7 hours ago.
Holy shit.
And hey, Captain, we got hit 7 hours ago.
Why didn't it go off sooner? That I think you would see Beth's face, like she's keeping it, but I think you see trepidation in her face in that moment, and she would walk over and kind of like put her hand up, like kind of looking at the stuff with you, and she'd say 7 hours.
And it will. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, that's okay. I think she would just say, wouldn't have triggered before then. That's. And she's like, can we like go? Is there any way we can go like through any backlogs, see if there's any data we can look at? And that's what she would be saying to Tristan. And is there anything you can look at to maybe find out more information there? Why it didn't trigger?
Oh yeah. Well,
I got a trick up my sleeve, Captain. Hey, Mother.
I know you would.
Hey, Mother.
Yes, Tristan.
Why weren't we notified 6 9/4 hours ago about what happened about this thing?
According to protocol, the engineer crewman Evelyn Whitmore was notified 6 hours ago to repair any issues. Hull breach was contained.
Well, there you go, Captain.
Hmm.
Clearly everything's under control.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I think she puts a mental note in that moment. And I think she would just say, well, see if you can get us back on course, and I'll let DT and Tia know what's going on. So, and I think, yeah, she would go to the comms and start to relay that information to the two of you in this moment through the manual comms over the. I'm guessing it's like almost like an internal speaker
Oh, yeah.
around the ship. Yeah, yeah.
All
So she
completely.
would go and do that. Yeah, yeah. That's what she would do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tristan, I need you to give me a ComTech roll.
Gotcha. Remind me how to do that.
So you're going to be looking at your character sheet.
Yeah,
and
ComTech, yeah.
ComTech, so it's going to be
my wits plus my ComTech plus, is it 2d6?
No. It's plus your stress level.
Plus my stress level, okay.
Which is 1 right now. So what is your ComTech? 3?
3, and my wits are 4, so that's 7, plus my 1 stress is 8.
So you're rolling 8 dice. Make sure that your stress dice is a different color, or put aside. Because if you roll a 1 on that one, that's bad. Otherwise, this is going to determine with the navigation and stuff like that.
Okay. All right, stress die is a 3.
Okay.
Oh,
and
man.
you need 6s or above. So how many 6s out of your pool?
3 6s.
Okay.
Ooh.
Very good success. So with 3 6s, you realize you are about a system off. You've traveled almost a system off of where you're off course. And you realize that's when it hit you. You are very close to a new planet that you are drifting directly towards.
Uncharted, undiscovered.
Nope. No, as you pull it up, it's inhabitable. It is actually an ICSC colony. There's like a colony on the planet and everything else. It's LV393.
What do you mean then, a new planet?
It's a planet, but that's colonized. So not necessarily a new planet, but it's off course. You're off course a little bit. So you would have been flying past it, but because of where you moved, you're moving towards that planet right now. And it's LV393. There's several colonies on it. And unfortunately, you are starting to fall close to its atmosphere. And one of your engines is currently not responding because of the damage. And
relay that information.
And your navigation system is offline. So even if you got the engines on, it's not you can't do a hard left to get you out because you don't know where you're going to go. So it's not going to respond until those navigation things get fixed. But again, you're getting awfully close to this planet coming up. So what do you say to the captain?
I relay that information.
Captain, what's your response?
I think she says, as you say, what is happening? She would say, well, let's get that engine back on track at least. We don't want to be hurtling it, even if we can't make it out past the atmosphere. If we start kind of going into the planet, if we can at least get the engine going, we're not careening into the ground. So let's focus on that right now. And I think that would be, she said, let's focus on that. Let's make that our main priority. If the breach has already been contained, we don't have to worry about that necessarily, but let's get that engine fixed stat. That's what she would say. Yeah.
Right.
So DJ and T, you're responding to this. Would you like to respond at all or anything like that?
Bridge, this is DT. You want us to fix an engine? I got that right?
That's what it's looking like. One of our engines is down, and we're getting closer to the atmosphere of this planet LV 393. Apparently, it's a colony for ICSC, but we're about a system off course, I guess, from what Tristan's saying. And yeah, we need to get that engine fixed so we're not hurling into this planet with only one engine. I think we should make that a
Captain.
priority.
Captain, I'm a scientist, not an engineer.
Is DT? I think.
Sorry, that was a Star Trek reference. I really needed to say it.
No, it's all good. No, it's all good. She's like, I know. I think she says that. She's like, oh, I know.
We gotta find Everly.
Yeah, and I think she's like, yeah, let's track her down. I think there would be a pause. Is there a way to like? Oh man, maybe this is me just overthinking things right now, but I'm gonna say it. Is there a way to like hit the comm so it only goes to the room they're in?
Sure.
Okay, I would say. All right, so we had this hit 7 hours ago, and Everly has been working on it for a while. I'm sure everything's fine, but I don't know. Just be careful when you're looking for her. Yeah, and I think then she would cut back into everybody.
You hear in the background Tristan yell, "Don't get eaten by a grue!"
Taya looks at DT and says, should we go to the armory? Make a stop and get weapons, perhaps?
That's just gonna slow us down.
Well, if something is here that's dangerous, should we
What?
not be able to defend ourselves?
We're on a ship in the middle of outer space. How'd something dangerous get on the ship?
That's true, I suppose.
Dad, you worry too much.
Of course. I'm sure that everything will be fine.
Captain, do you have a fix on where we can find Everly? Also, maybe a countdown of some sort to when we splatter into the planet's surface?
She would. Let me refer to Tristan. When are we gonna splatter into the planet?
Can I make that calculation, Jay?
Phrasing!
Yes.
She says it 100% deadpan. She just turns to you and she just says it straight face. Like,
I'm gonna say 3 hours.
Okay. 3 hours.
3 hours. And additional information to fix the engines. There's an internal system like you would catwalks and airways that you'd be able to get to that to fix whatever flow, because there seems to be like a flow issue, or you have to turn some fuel off, reroute some electrical and stuff like that, because whatever damaged the hull also damaged that one of the particular engines, and that's why it kind of like went offline.
That's at least what it looks like to you non-engineers.
Yes.
yeah. With that information, she would reply back. Looks like we got 3 hours. I believe Everly is in, and I believe if I remember this correctly, she's in the cargo hold.
Yep.
Okay. And Everly is supposed to be in the cargo hold based on what Mother had said.
Copy that, Captain. We're heading there now.
Yes, copy that. She will follow DT towards the cargo hold with some trepidation. She's got a bad feeling about this, but is willing to take DT at his word. What could possibly happen on this ship in the middle of space?
So, DT, as you get down the stairwell with, you're kind of coming in as you get, which way do you want to go? As you get down the stairwell, the hallway goes in, and we switched over to a new map in Roll20. Add the cargo to the left or to the right. And then you have to take a left backwards to get to the cargo hold.
We'll go whichever route is shorter to get to my still.
That is the
I got my
perfect-
priorities.
It's this way. You're going this way.
Okay.
You're going that way. And you get through here. You get through here. As you get in, your still is like over here, and it is jostled. It is completely jostled. It's turned over. The cargo bay is like everything is shifted in the cargo bay. Crates have fallen down. Things have like moved. The truck that was kind of slid and is up against. But when you get in there, you see Everly laying on the ground unconscious in front of one of the crates, as if she's been knocked. She got hit or not, like something knocked into her and knocked her unconscious as she's laying there with her back to you.
Oh, hell.
Oh, and I immediately go to Everly to and remove my pack, pull out the small med kit that's inside because it contains a med kit, and begin to kind of look her over and see if she's breathing, if she's alive, like what can be done to help her in this moment.
What are you doing? You're going to the still?
No, I see the still is jostled is not good for a still, so it's that batch is going to be ruined. But
Yes, it will be.
The containers that are near the Everly, are any of them at risk of falling?
Not right now.
Okay, then I'm going to do a quick trusting Galatea to get our engineer on her feet. I'm going to make a pass through the cargo bay just to inspect the damage and be able to give a report.
So what you recognize in there is that on the other side, because this is kind of like a U-shaped cargo, on the other side, the cargo emergency doors have shut. And that appears to be where the hull breach is. And there's a window that you can actually go through and look and see. And you see crates just crunched into this hull breach, as if, like I said, something sliced right through the bottom of the hull, right through here, went through the top of the cargo bay, but then stopped kind of somewhere up top, or even went right through the ship. And kind of went, that's probably where out the area where close to where one of the engines is. So there was two potential hull breaches, but they've been contained. And like I said, the door slammed shut, so it's containing any damage and stuff like that that's currently in there.
Understood.
T. You
Taya,
run. Taya.
actually.
It's gonna be Taya. Sorry,
Yeah.
Taya. As you run over to Everly, like I said, she's unconscious. You're back to her. You turn her over, and you're going to assess her medical.
Yes.
That's when you realize something's.
Oh no. Okay.
You didn't see the blood that was pooling in front of her, and as you look, her chest has been exploded out, as if something just blew up out of her, and she's dead.
What the?
And I need you to roll me a panic chart.
This is fine. Lucky me. The
Thanks for
not
playing,
horror person
Julia.
gets to test first. Okay.
Because
so
our first casualty of the crew has been made, as unfortunately
it's Everly.
Beverly
Okay.
is no more.
She's never gonna see that sunset.
She's never gonna
Well-
see that sunset.
All right. Yeah. How do I roll on this panic table again?
So you're gonna roll a 2d6 plus your stress level, which is now going to be 2.
2.
I'm
minus
devastated.
minus your resolve.
Okay. Say that again for me slowly, because Vivian's in panic mode now.
2d6
2d6. So that's 1, 2.
plus
Here.
2.
Plus 2 more dice, or 2?
Yes.
two with that result.
I'm sorry. No. Plus 2 as in. So it's
Add-
2d6. Add 2 points,
To the result. Okay. got it.
and then what is your resolve of your character sheet?
Her resolve is under
Empathy.
Empathy, command manipulation.
Or it's not under. I'm sorry, it's not under empathy. It's on the side. So your resolve on your character sheet, the resolve is based off of. Let us verify this one more time.
Range, I think.
It's. Let's see here. We're learning the system as well, so things are all good. So resolve is your wits plus empathy score divided by 2. So what's your wits and what's your empathy?
So wits score is 7.
Okay.
Empathy is 3.
You have a 7 wits? Wow. 7 wits. Empathy, you said, is what again?
3.
So that's 10. So you have a 5. So you have 5 resolve.
Okay.
So you're
so good.
You have a 5 resolve. So it's 2d6 plus 2 minus 5.
Plus 2 minus 5. And then one of the 2 has to be my panic die, right?
No. So it's just straight. So you're not indicating, you're only adding 2. So you're only adding not 2 dice, but just 0.2. So if you roll 2d6 and you get a 5, plus 2 is 7, minus 5, and it's down to 2.
Cool. So I rolled double ones. So that's 2.
2 plus 2 is 4. Minus 5. So you keep your cool.
Okay.
There's no effect. You keep your cool. But Everly's like, there's something really weird. And I think that's why you keep your cool. It's like, you don't know. Like, her chest has been, her rib cage is exposed. Something killed her unknowingly. And yeah.
So, because one of Taya's scientific fields is biology. Another reason that she actually ends up keeping her cool is because this, while horrifying, and she is very upset that this person that she has bonded with is no longer in this universe. It's also fascinating as hell, because what did this?
Yeah.
Right.
You don't know. There's.
Right. And she has a digital camera. That's one of her equipment items. So she immediately gasps and there's a gasp as she realizes that Everly is dead. And then her second instinct is to pull out her digital camera and take pictures.
Okay.
Of how she is dead. And then her third instinct is to go, DT, you might want to come see this.
Yeah, this place is all messed to heck. And what the hell happened here?
Well, it's...
What'd you do?
I didn't do anything. She was like this. Look, it's something clearly burst out of her. I've never seen anything like this. It's almost fascinating if you think about it, because I've never known any species that could do this, that would consume its prey like this.
What the hell kind of critter would do?
Or disease.
How to get on the ship?
Didn't you just say that nothing what could possibly happen to us on this ship?
I did, but I didn't. This is we need to let the captain know.
We do. We should tell the captain. And scientific method states that by logic, we probably had something in the cargo. There was maybe something that was, I don't know, stored in one of a biological sample, perhaps? Something.
Yeah, maybe.
Or unless Everly was maybe suffering from a condition of some kind.
Heart explode, not your chest condition? It's a hell of a heart attack, Tia.
That doesn't seem like anything a human would suffer from. I mean, I have heard of hearts exploding, but not to this level. She gestures vaguely at the open rib cage. Right.
Oh hell. Do we move her, or?
I would hesitate to move her in case this is not a creature attack of some kind, and it is in fact a disease. You wouldn't want to catch that, would you?
No,
it probably
I
wouldn't
wouldn't.
affect me, but you might.
Yeah, no. We should go up to the command center then, right?
Yes, at least we should at least get on comms and tell the captain what we found and then head up there. I did take some photos. I'm eager to figure out what did this. I don't know if
Yeah.
mother has anything in her database that might match this kind of attack, but
I'll let the captain know. Why don't you query Mother and find out? Because if we can figure out what it is, we can figure out we're in trouble here, or I don't want to end up like that.
well, probably the best way to not end up like that is to get out of the cargo bay. I
Yeah,
would
let's
think.
go.
Right, and she packs her stuff up and gives one last look to Everly, like it is kind of a sad look of like, oh no, this is not only this hurts because my friend is dead, but also she knows the social impact this is going to have on the crew, and it's not going to be good. And like, there's just that briefest moment of like all this going through her mind, and then she runs after DT to get out of the cargo bay.
And the second we're past those doors, DT is going to throw the manual lockdown lever for those doors to make sure nothing is opening them.
Alrighty. I am an evil GM, and my players have just found out that I am an evil GM.
No, we knew.
I do believe before the game I was informed that my life was on hiatus if someone was dead. So we'll find out.
I am
GM.
devastated right now. My personal agenda was literally to make sure Everly saw her sunset. Like, that was my personal agenda.
And now your personal agenda is to go after the GM specifically.
God, mother, you
Yes.
son of a gun. I love it. I love it. Oh, okay.
By the way, for those that don't know, Julia has been a wonderful sport, and we may have thought about this due to time constraints and things of that nature as a good story plot line to kind of get the story moving. So Julia and I worked together. I'm just gonna say that.
She and I are going to have words on Wednesday.
A rage.
Oh my gosh.
But thank you so much, Julia. This was beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thanks for
your
breaking
help.
my heart.
Yes. Well, I found the body. I'm like,
No, you're good. You're good. Yeah.
So as we move forward, as the captain and the pilot, you're working on getting some stuff. Eventually, Taya and DT make it to the bridge, and as you're getting things organized, I set the scene. Please play.
Do you guys tell us over comms, or do you wait until you arrive to tell us?
I think we wait until we arrive.
we want to wait because we did say we wanted to reach out to the captain over comms at least.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
We can do
okay.
that then.
Okay.
So
we'll back up on your way as you're going.
Find one of those ports.
Yep.
Do you want to tell her? Do you think I should tell her? Did happen in the cargo bay?
You seem a bit shaken. I'll tell her. She's
Right.
not going to take it well.
No.
Captain?
You hear. Teo, did you find Everly? Is she all right?
Are you sitting down?
You hear from the background, yes.
She takes what the equivalent of a deep breath would be for a synth, and says, I did find her. We did find her. She is dead, Captain.
I think there would be a moment. There's a pause on the other line, and I think she maybe would look over at Tristan, and I think she would just start, like when you don't believe what you hear, she just starts. No. This is just a funny. Like, things are going crazy. Let's add some humor to this all. Yeah.
Captain, there are two hypotheses that I have as to the manner of her expiration. One of which is that we have something in the cargo bay that may or may not have attacked her as she was in the process of fixing the issues with the ship, or she was the victim of some kind of biological contaminant, some kind of disease. I kept DT from touching her or getting too close, just in case it was the latter of the two, but it wasn't pretty. I did manage to take some pictures.
I think that the realization hits, and then she says, "All right, let's get those pictures into Mother and see if maybe she can tell us a little bit more about what we're dealing with. And let's, if regardless if it's some type of virus or some type of creature from the impact, whatever it is, we should make sure we're armed and have weapons on us. We need to take precaution. Can you all get here? I want to be together. I don't think we should be separated right now. That would be. I'm almost thinking I might use one of my pull rank.
Captain, we are already on our way. We just stopped
Okay.
because we felt this was important news to get to you.
Okay. And knowing that now, she would say, "Okay, all right. We'll see you. We'll see you when you get here." And I think, thanks for letting us know, Taya.
Of
And
course, Captain.
She'd look over at Tristan and just kind of like, we've been a crew for a while. I think she would just like reach over and just like grab him on the arm and squeeze him.
He touches your hand reassuringly, and you see him glance kind of up and sort of softly to himself, but you can hear him say, safe journey across the great beyond, friend.
I will say, based off of that news, everyone's stress level is now at 2. If you haven't already gotten to 2, it is now at 2. So it's 2 ship-wide, player-wide.
Joke's on you. I'm already at 2.
Does that mean you take 3?
Nope.
No.
Nope. She's
Okay.
she's only
Don't
at
do
2.
that to me. Don't
Nope.
be evil.
Nope. Everyone's at 2. So yeah.
Okay. Dang.
As the
So, Captain, we need to figure out who's going to fix the engine, or we're going to get sucked into this gravity well. I think we can do it, but we got to come up with a plan.
I agree. Maybe. I mean, this is Dad's ship. Maybe I can go down there and maybe you and I, or maybe I can take. I know Taya's. That's not really their area of expertise, but maybe I can take DT down and we can do something, get it figured out. I mean, yeah. I'll make it happen.
All right. I'll stay here and monitor the situation.
All right. And I think she just gives another like little clap on the arm, and then I think she's gonna just head. And I think she would wait for them to get there, but but it is action time. The clock is ticking. She's very much like, we gotta be smart about this.
As you turn around, Tristan says, "Hey, Captain, it'll be okay. We'll figure it out."
Yeah, it'll be good. It'll be fine. We got this. Just another day, and I think she's just gonna kind of refocus, get back into her laser focused mind, and go meet with the others. Walk out.
And
So do you meet up with us like on the way there? Or do you wait for us to like actually get to comms?
I think I would just wait till we get. I would just like open the door, like kind of wait for you.
Okay.
Wait for you there. Yeah.
I think we're gonna swing by the armory on our way there, though.
Which
Yeah.
is real
Yeah.
close.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So,
Mhm.
it's just
Yeah.
on the outside of the just around the corridor.
Okay.
And
Mhm.
Tristan
so-
picked up his handgun when he went to his quarters. That was
Yep.
when I said I was going to the quarters
Mhm.
earlier. That's what he was doing. So he's
Okay.
got it strapped on him.
So yeah, whatever appropriate weapon you would like. We had talked about everyone has personal. There's a few personal firearms. There's 4 of them on. There is one kind of assault rifle type on the ship to be able to defend. That's in the armory. It's an AK plasma rifle. And then if there's anything else that you want specifically that you can think of, let me know.
I think.
Oh, you're good. You're
Yeah.
good. You're good.
I think that when they're in the armory, there's a moment where they're kind of looking at like all the weaponry that's there, like the things that they have there, and Taya very slowly reaches for that AK plasma rifle, and with practiced expertise that you've never seen before, she sort of checks the balance, the heft, like how is it, is it ready to go?
Mm-hmm.
And almost grudgingly, she equips herself with that. So
You've been keeping secrets.
she takes a deep breath and like looks at you, DT, with a look that says a lot more than her words do, and she says, "Not," and she no, I'm gonna rephrase that. I'm gonna say it's like same idea. Still like gives you that look that says more than words could, but her response is, "There's a lot about me that you don't know, DT. Remember, I don't think anyone really background checked me when you invited me on board your ship."
I think I might be grateful that we didn't.
Well, I believe that you got a good deal for me, did you not? Let's just say there was a reason.
Mm.
I feel like the gun click is like appropriate there.
Yeah.
DT's gonna pick up a cutting torch and a flashlight.
GM, is it possible? Because I did have, I think I used some funds to get the Eva pistol for
mhm.
Beth. Is it
Yep.
okay if I'll just have them pick up? They would know
Yep.
it's her pistol.
Yep.
to have
Not a
them pick
problem.
it up.
They'd be able to
Cool.
pick out anything up that you have in that.
Okay.
So, so yeah, few moments later, you all meet up at the doorway of into the bridge. What you like to do?
Sorry, I was just creating my own personal agenda. I came up with it on the way.
Ooh, hell yeah. I think
Captain.
Captain.
she would just nod at you both, and I think she would walk over and kind of take a moment, similar to what she did with Tristan, just give you both a little squeeze on the arm, and she would say, "God, I really thought we were gonna get her. I thought we were gonna get her home. That we were gonna get her to that retirement, but well, let's make sure that whatever this is, whatever did that, is taken care of. But we gotta make sure we live, so that she didn't die for nothing."
Yes, ma'am.
DT, I think, I think in Taya, you're absolutely more than welcome to come with us too, but we need to figure out, we got to figure out a way to fix that engine, because based on what Tristan's saying, we're going to be in a whole lot of hurt if we don't. So I think I was talking with him. I mean, this is my dad's ship. I know a little bit. Maybe I can figure it out. We can put our minds together. I'm open to suggestions. I want us all to make it out of here, okay?
Well, Captain, as you said, we shouldn't If all three of us were to go to the engine room, that would leave Tristan alone in the comms. And given the situation, I think it's for the best that we don't leave each other alone if possible.
Meow. And you hear a cat meow from the bridge.
Is it wingman?
Yep.
Has his wingman assumed his position in his box?
Wingman
Top
is
dash.
in position, yes. And the other cats are in there too.
So you're surrounded by cats. It's just you and like
Throughout the bridge areas, yes.
Oh God. Tristan, do you feel comfortable staying by yourself here?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and contact the colony, I think. I'll just stay here and I mean I can talk you through monitors systems and if there's any manuals or anything up here, I'm happy to do what I can, but I mean I know I know the ship like the back of my hand, but only from the pilot's seat. If you need me to help, I'll come, but I think talking to the colony is what we should probably try first.
Do you have any form of self-defense?
As he holds up his pistol and puts it back in his holster.
I feel like Tristan is probably going to be the safest in the command center. All the cats are here too, so early warning system, I would assume.
Cats are the most fearsome predators of the natural world.
And they're also very good at alerting you when more fearsome predators are close. So if they suddenly are gone, then I suggest you be prepared to use your rifle. And let us know, so we can try to get to you as quickly as possible. Because I think that with your relative safety here, I'd rather go with Beth and DT, just to ensure that there's at least one more person to assist if anything goes wrong. You'll both be working on the engine, and you'll be vulnerable if this is in fact a creature and not a disease. If it's a disease, if it's a biological weapon of some kind that we were asked to bring, then there's not much to be done other than, well, go into the lab and try to make a vaccine as quickly as possible. Which can be dangerous because of the side effects and all of that good stuff. But I would be going off on a rant, so I'm not going to do that right now. In any case, I think that's my choice. I'd like to go with you, Captain, and with DT. More as a backup than any actual engine fixing.
I'll be sure to lock the door.
Manually as well. Just in case.
All right.
Let's go fix us an engine.
Sounds good. Beth would look back to Nova and say, keep him in check. And she would walk out. And yeah, head with y'all down to the engine room.
So
Yes.
as you're making your way, and it's one of those things where you have to go downstairs into the hull area, or the down, and then there's some side corridors and things like that, air duct type stuff that you have to get into to be able to get, and there's like several different panels, like there's different rooms. So Jim, why don't you open up the other, let's get the other ship going, picture going. I'm like, okay, yeah, we could do that. So looking at the ship that you're at, I'm going to say, we're going to move that this is one of the stairwells and the elevators, but these are the corridors that you have to go into to try to fix the engine that's over here.
Point of note,
Yes.
something that we probably would have done before we had this discussion.
Mhm.
Taya would have either given Tristan the photos of Everly's demise or immediately like put them into Mother and asked for her to report to her once this she's able to assess. Whichever one of those seems more feasible in this point in time. So
I can do it for you.
great. So then she would have given them to Tristan with those instructions. Have Mother assess what did this so that we know what we're dealing with, if it's like a physical threat or if it's something like a biological threat in the manner of a disease. So
So there's different, like I said, in the picture, you're going to see that like these junction points here and here are kind of where you're going to have to go to kind of fix that engine particular areas. So there is access points here and here as well as here. How do you want to get into the air duct thing?
Oh, it's an air duct.
It's kind of like, it's kind of a maintenance air duct maintenance passageway. So I would say they're roughly the size, they're probably like 4.5 feet tall by about 4.5 feet wide. So it's a little bit of a crouch, but it's not too much that you're not on your hands and knees to get through it. But it's a decent size area that you're able to move. You have to duck down a little bit, but
okay. So enough for like to move, crouch down, kind of move through. Single file. I'm guessing as far as that single file as we move through. I'm guessing.
And I know when you get here, it's gonna open up. So like I said, it's a large, so you can stand up, full size, and that's where the panels and stuff like that you're gonna have to be working on.
Perfect.
So yeah, who's going first?
Captain.
Turn on my flashlight. Gab, maybe I should go first.
I'll cover both of you. So Taya's gonna like be the last in that line.
Okay. Yeah, I think that Beth would be very hesitant about letting DT go first because I feel like she feels responsible as the captain. I'm gonna roll something for myself to see if she. Yeah, just to. She's gonna let you go first.
Okay. So the flashlight, by the way, is a high beam flashlight, so it is super bright. But we'll make our way through those tubes.
Pistol loaded.
All right. So
safety off.
So DT's first, Captain's second. All right.
Taya's covering the back.
Yep. I need the three of you to roll me an observation roll, please.
So wits plus observation plus
stress.
Plus 2 for the stress dice.
Plus 2 for the stress dice.
Make sure that your dice. You roll a 1 on the stress dice, they count as successes as well.
So that's two dice we roll that are stress dice. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, and then what did we say? What else are we rolling for observation?
So, wits plus observation and 6s, and how many 6s you roll.
So if I have a 7 in wits, I would roll 7 dice?
Yes, 7 dice plus your wits, plus your observation.
Which is 2.
So it's 9 dice plus 2 more, so you have 11 dice that you're rolling.
That's fine. 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's a hell of a magic missile.
6, 7. That's why I got the plasma rifle, baby. 8.
Kylie, what did the captain roll?
6, 7, 8, 9, 11. Okay. It's a lot of dice. Here we go.
I rolled one of these.
On your stress dice?
Uh-huh.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I'm about to roll all these dice. Here we go.
Okay. Did you get any successes?
Me? No.
Yes. Did the captain get any successes? No successes.
No successes.
TJ, any successes?
No successes, but no ones on any of the dice either. So
okay, that's good. That's good. We'll find out how Taya, this wonderful roll.
Okay. What constitutes what if I roll a 6? That's an automatic success, right?
You want to count as many 6s. So if you have like 3 6s, that's 3 successes.
I have 2 6s,
Okay.
2 6s, 2 5s, 2 4s, 3 3s, 1 2, and 1 1. But it was not on a panic die.
That's perfect.
On a stress die.
You're no problem. So you got 2 successes.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, Captain.
Yep.
As TJ is kind of moving, TJ is focusing ahead and is focusing ahead of you, and he kind of walks, and it's relatively dark. But as you're following behind him, as you stick your hand, as you're kind of holding up, you stick your hand on the top, and suddenly you feel this liquid sticky substance as you come down and pull. It's just that there's this gluey resin, sticky something. And Taya, you look and see it. It is not natural. As is, it was not supposed. It's not part of the ship. It is a biological. With those two successes, you see it. It looks like a biological excrement.
Taya, for me, the player, would like to know if it is the same consistency as the Jello that she made in the first episode.
No, it is much
okay.
different.
Okay. So Taya whispers to the captain very softly. She's trying, she knows the bright light is probably going to get them noticed, but they might as well not aggravate things anymore. If just in case they are not alone, because the biological excrement to her means something might be here. I don't want to find out. And she says, Captain, that looks like excrement from something.
And that is when your stress level goes up to 3, Captain. And I need you to roll me a stress resolve.
Okay.
It's fine.
So
Okay.
you're gonna give me a 2D. I want to double check something here. So yes, so you're gonna this is a stressor resolve. So 2d6 plus your stress level, which is 3.
3 right now. Yep.
Minus your resolve, which is your wits plus empathy divided by 2. So what's your wits?
I have. So my wits plus empathy is 8.
So you're gonna have 4 as your resolve. So it's 2d6 plus 2 minus 4. So realistically, it's 2d6 minus 2.
Okay.
Or I'm sorry, 2d6 minus 1 because you have a stress of 3. So 2d6 minus 1.
Okay.
I also, while you're rolling that, she's going to express the same message to DT as well. And just say, DT, there's biological excrement on the walls. Watch out for that.
Excrement?
Yes, keep your voice down. Just in case.
Okay.
Something had to excrete it, DT.
Thanks. You sure it wasn't the cats?
If we have one alien cat, right? We do have one cat that's not from Earth.
I mean, it's from a colony planet, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, does your cat excrete this way?
I'll turn the flashlight onto the substance.
And it's literally on the side of the ceiling, and it goes from like halfway all the way down to where the like the junction is, and it kind of goes up a little bit on where that junction is.
Not like that. No.
And it goes up. So the cat really can't climb walls. But let's go back to the captain for a second. Captain, what was your roll? 2d6 minus 1.
So 2d6 minus 1. I rolled a 6 and a 3. So 9 minus 1 and 8.
Oh boy. 8 is you injure yourself. You take 1 point of damage. So as you put this and you look and you like fall, you kind of fall back and you hit your head on the ground. And because you kind of slipped and you just hit your head and you take 1 point of damage. So you have one damage right now as you just fell and you're just like, yeah.
Oh, I think she like reaches back and I think there's just blood on
just
the back
a little
of her.
bit,
Like,
just a tiny bit.
yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry. That's my bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you just see this. Yeah. She's hurting pretty bad.
Oh hell.
Captain, you've injured yourself. We should get you treated for that as soon as we can.
Yeah. It's all right. Let's just keep focusing on. Let's get that engine fixed. This can wait till after. Yeah, and I think she's just gonna keep pushing.
Okay.
I imagine that this crawl space is pretty small and there's not really enough room to like maneuver her pack or anything?
No, it's
so.
like 4x4, so it's a 4 foot
Okay.
by 4 foot. So you can move her a little bit.
Okay, because what I would like to do is see if she's gonna try to see if she can get into a
Yep.
pack.
Yep.
And at least pull out like gauze for the
Mhm.
med kit. So from the med kit to like try and do something for the wound to stop the bleeding or something. So
Yep. And that when you get up to that position, up to that, not a problem. As you're attending to her, DT is starting to get the panels off and trying to look at what the system stuff is going to be able to, how to rewire and move some stuff around. So that's going to take a minute or two as that process is happening. And as that is happening, we are going to transition to the bridge with Tristan and Cats. Tristan, while you're doing this, what are you trying?
Tristan and Cats, I'm sorry.
Tristan and several cats. Tristan, as you're kind of, what are you doing on the bridge? What is you're trying to, as you're looking at the systems, trying to get things like moving and stuff like that, the steering, it just is not working until that navigation connection to the engine is repaired.
So the first thing he does is he begins the upload of the photos.
Okay.
To Mother. So that's the first thing, just to get that. Oh, whoops.
Okay.
He gets that started, that
Okay.
download, and gets Mother going on that to analyze. And then the next thing he does is, after he has assessed that we are essentially getting pulled in by the gravity well, he is going to attempt to contact the colony.
Okay.
So that is the next thing that he is.
Give me a comm check roll -3 dice.
-3 dice.
-3 dice.
So it's wits plus comtech.
Yes.
Plus 2 panic dice.
Plus 2 panic dice. Yes.
Plus 2 panic dice, -3 dice. So it's
-3
just
dice.
4 dice and the
Yep.
2 panic dice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is gonna go real well. Roll
Yeah.
all 6s. Let's go.
So 4 dice and 2 panic dice.
All 6s. Let's go.
2 6s, one of which is on a panic die.
But it's fine.
No.
That counts.
Oh, sorry, 3 6s.
3 6s.
Yay!
The only thing that we have to worry about is a 1 on a panic die. 6s still count as good successes. So 3 successes. So as you're working and once you got done loading everything and then you got back in, you're looking at the comms and the comms seem to be, and you're trying to get the frequencies going, and you succeed at getting a location, and there seems to be you have a connection. And
planetary colony, this is ICSV, whatever the call numbers are. Catamaran, SOS, Mayday, requesting contact.
Or
Over.
emergency landing.
A minute kind of goes by as you keep saying this, and then going through is like, Colony, this is Colony. Can I have, who is this?
Colony, hello. My name is Tristan. I'm pilot of ICSV Catamaran. We are currently stuck in your gravity well and descending with engine failure, navigational failure, operational control, and we apparently have a hull breach. Do you have any repair crews you can send our way?
Not in space, but
Okay.
we can, if you take and they're like, let's see if we, and they're like, can we get a
Can you scramble a crew and get them up here?
We do not have much planetary, we are a mining colony. We don't have much in the way of ships that we have. I think we might, but let me go get the mayor. We got it.
We need 4 forms of authorization, and we don't know which union owns this freaking air.
What is your trajectory or estimated location? Are you able to we're still trying to get a signal and figuring out where you are, but we are located, and he gives you hit their coordinates. If you try to aim for us, we'll be able to possibly bring you down, or at least be able to help you with some stuff. But this is the coordinates that we have, and you're able, if you want, you could try to maneuver towards that if necessary.
I could do a planetary landing with one engine, or with a.
Yes, you
All
could
right.
potentially try that.
All right.
Just don't say that you're a leaf on the wind. For the love of God. For the love of all that's holy. Don't say that phrase.
All right. Well, if necessary, we will certainly attempt a planetary landing. But if we don't need to, that would be great.
We'll see what
I'll wait for the mayor.
We'll see what we can. We're trying to get some information up. Hold tight. Okay, hold tight.
Standing by.
And you kind of hear some static coming with that. And Wingman is just kind of looks up at you.
Give him a scratch.
And then he stops and kind of turns around and just kind of backs up slightly. And you hear a few other cats kind of scramble, and you hear this.
I hear what?
You hear this growling from one of the cats.
I turn and look.
And you can't really see, there's different cats that potentially all through, but you hear the growling from a cat growling. And you hear one or two, you hear two of them now growling. And you hear one of them just going.
Newton, what's going on there, friend?
And then Wingman turns around and his tail kind of expands a little bit. And he's like,
what's going on, buddy?
and that's when you hear.
Nope.
Where's it coming from?
Somewhere behind the comm section. And I need you, please, I need you to roll me a panic roll. You gain 1 stress, because this is like something's really
stress.
So you get add 1 stress, and I need you to make a panic roll, so it's 2d6 plus 3 minus your resolve.
Either something's about to give you a hug, or
minus my total resolve, which is wits and empathy divided by 2.
Yes.
Okay. Wits is 4, empathy is 3. That's 7 divided by 2. How do you round?
It rounds up, so it's going to be 4.
Okay.
All sixes. All sixes. Come on.
Come on.
So 2, and then I'm rolling 3 panic dice. That's what she said.
Yes.
Okay.
All
2d6.
sixes. All sixes.
Oh no! Let me take that back. It's 2d6 plus 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's whatever you roll 2d6, add 3 to that. So if you roll a 6 out of the 2d6, you plus 3, which is 9, then minus the 4.
I rolled 1 6 on the 2 6s.
So a total of 6.
I rolled 1 on my 2d6. I rolled 1 6.
Oh,
add them up.
Add them up. Sorry.
Add
okay,
'em up,
9.
yep.
9.
So 9 plus 3 is
plus 4.
Or plus. No, your stress level is at 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you have what it was.
So
at
that's
2
12.
Now. So that's 12 minus 4.
Minus 4.
So you're at 8.
8. Okay, 8.
Okay. You are deflated.
Oh.
So
Deflated.
you are scared. You're panicking a little bit. You're deflated because you're like, the cats are scared and they're scary. They're like moving away, hiding, which basically means you cannot push any skill rolls until your panic stops. So on your character sheet, there's going to be something called under the stress and panic. There's a deflated situation.
Stress and panic.
And suddenly you hear that you continue hearing, you're not seeing anything yet, but you're hearing this, and you hear the cats, and one of them like, and runs out and runs into out of the area. They're scattering. except for Wingman.
Wingman.
Aw.
Like you
And
do.
and he's just hissing, and he's just kind of looking around hissing. What would Tristan like to do?
He'll close his eyes and go through some yoga mantras to try and calm himself down. Is Wingman within reach?
Yes.
He's gonna try and interact with his personal item to reduce stress. What's it called? Interact. I saw it on here under actions.
Yes, I will. Wingman is your personal
Use signature
stress-
item. Use signature item.
Oh.
Interact with your signature item to relieve stress.
I will say by holding on, and yes, you are reducing your stress will go down by one.
Spark.
Great.
I love that. Unfortunately, while you are doing that, I need to roll something.
Shit.
Where's my dice? Where's my dice? Where's
The
my
alien
dice?
got him, Jay.
The alien got him.
Probably all of its fingers.
Oh shit.
It's just breathing down your neck, like it's drooling
Mhm.
behind you. Classic.
Has
like,
anyone ever
alien
been on the
scene.
alien ride at Disney, where
Yeah,
there's
where
the
it's
hot
breathing on
steam?
you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think that exists anymore.
No,
Oh,
they took
really?
it away. They took it away. I was on it before they turned it into like the Stitch ride because it was
That's
Alien.
right.
Then they turned it into Stitch. Then they shut the ride down altogether, and now it's something else.
Oh, I'm so worried. I'm so worried about Tristan right now.
Shouldn't have left you alone. I knew that was the wrong move, and still I made that choice. Gonna blame myself now.
Suddenly,
Had a gun.
the camera sees as a face hugger leaps out and smack dabs right onto Tristan's face.
Shit.
Tristan, I need you to make an immediate panic attack or panic roll again. And he successfully, because you closed your eyes, you did not see it
Yeah.
coming.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be, because your stress now is down to 2, so it's gonna be a 2d6 minus 2.
Okay.
Well, works out.
So 6 and 5 is 11, 10, 9, and then my 9, and then my minus 2. You said
So,
that's 9, and then my 4
but because
resolve.
so basically your resolve is -4, you have a stress of 2, so it's I'm kind of doing a quick math. So instead of 2d6 everything, it's -2 because of your resolve, because of where your stress level is. So it's 2. What did you roll on your 2d6?
9. So
9?
total. So no, I rolled 11.
You rolled an 11, so you roll a 5 and a 6, right?
Yep.
So 5 and a 6 -2 brings you down
9.
to 9. You lose an item. You lose a weapon or an important item, which
I lose
would be
weapon.
Wingman.
No, hashtag not like the cat's still functionally immortal. We had an agreement.
No. He
Runs
doesn't
off.
lose like Wingman jumps away and runs
Okay.
away.
I was so worried.
Run.
Oh, I think I dropped the gun.
You dropped the gun. Okay, so
Yeah,
you
I think I dropped the gun.
Okay, so
I wasn't holding Wingman. Wingman was.
Oh, okay.
I was just scratching his head
Okay.
where he was.
So,
I wasn't holding him.
You drop your gun. So basically, your stress level goes up by 1. So you lose an item, your stress level goes up by 1, and basically, this face hugger is getting on you, and as it's starting to try to wrap its tail around you, as you suddenly feel this numbness going. And that is where we're going to pause for our first episode, as we will find
Oh
out
my god.
as we find out the results of what happens to Tristan.
No.
in
Oh my
episode 2.
god. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. I want to personally, this is such an awesome group of players and talented players around this. Thank
Oh
you
my
for
God.
being here to tell the story. I hope I have not traumatized you too much, but I appreciate
More.
you so much.
Doing great. Great.
Let's go around and where can we find you and anything you just want to quickly plug and stuff like that. So Jeff, how are you doing?
Hey, I'm great. I am not my character, so I'm doing great. I am Jeff. You can find me here on the Emporium for Wayward Gamer on occasional Wednesday nights for the Heroes of Salt Schmaltmarsh, the Legends of the Natural Ones. I play Vero Starborn, the wizard scaredy cat. He's pretty great. And this is totally fun, and it's been fun playing with y'all. Hopefully I'm here next week.
You will be here
Fingers crossed.
for
Yeah.
sure. You will be here for a good portion. So yeah, you never know. You
It'll
know.
be great. I'll force ghost. Be force ghost, Kristen.
Force ghost.
Kristen wandering around.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
like, but we hear you on comms the entire time, and then like the movie ends, and we realize you've been dead,
Been dead
like
the
this whole time.
That's so
Oh.
good. That's so
Oh.
good.
Oh, thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Jeff.
Oh.
Kylie, how you doing?
I love this so much, and like, yeah, I love this. This is absolutely amazing. Yeah. And I guess I'll just go ahead and jump in then. Yeah. So I'm Kylie Rose. You can find me all over the interwebs at Critical Rose. You can find me on Dicescape. You can check out our first full season of Fallout: The Garden of Adam is out now, and we got 2 new shows on the way: Never Stop Leveling Up and The Last Arcanist, which is our new Daggerheart campaign. So come check us out. Come watch some
Ooh.
cool shows, IGM, all that stuff. So behind the screen for those. But glad to be here.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Dixie Bell, how are you doing and where can we find you?
I'm doing great, actually. I'm having a lot of fun. The dynamics of this crew has been a blast. I feel very bad for Tristan, though, and I really hope he comes through or pulls through at least for some of the next episode. Anyway, my name is Vixie Bell. I've been your friendly neighborhood player here at the Emporium for the Wayward Gamer. Thank you for having me at the table, Jay. Really, like I said, having a blast. You can find me everywhere on the internet under @VixieBell or @VixieBellCosplay, or over on the Pocket Dragon Pub, where I also run and play games. I'm not sure when this is coming out, but you can always keep track with me on either of my social medias. Usually my schedules will be posted there. It's actually a lot easier because I'm the guy that kind of ends up in everything. So, but yeah, I know I'm headed towards PAX U. So you'll see, if you want to see me in person, find me there. I'm excited to go to that convention as well. And yeah, currently my current project that I can talk about is over on the Happy Jacks RPG network. You can find them over on Happy Jacks RPG. I am doing a Pirates of Dark Water campaign. It's 12 episodes. If you're a fan of the cartoon, feel free to join us. I am fully planning on saying it's high adventure with our
Nice.
team, because I have to, because if you watch the show, you know. But yeah, that's everything I've got going on right now. And follow me on socials for more.
Awesome. Looking forward to it. Thank you so much for being here. Last but never least, Brian, how you doing, sir?
Great, though very nervous for the next episode. We'll see how it goes. I am Ryan. You can find me at Scryer over on Blue Sky, and also on Emporium for the Wayward Gamers, where I am guest starring in The Natural Ones with Jeff. But yeah, no, this has been a lot of fun.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. I am Jay, also known as NeoFed3 on some of the socials around. You can find me here, like I said, or different locations at KMOLCon, PAX U probably, and some other conventions coming up, which we'll have some more information when it comes out. But thank you so much for joining us. We are happy that you are able to. And again, what we like to do, or like to say before we leave, is please be kind and don't be a jerk. And you have a great and wonderful day. And with that, take care and see you next time. Bye.
We're all gonna die.
Yeah.